Hey guys, Billy Davidson here with Davidson Pressure Washing and Painting. Thanks for joining us in this video. If you're new to our YouTube channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you move on to your next video. In this video, we're going to talk about a pressure washing job that we traveled out of state to complete. Landed this $2,100 job off of one of our yard signs. Guys, if you're looking to implement a different strategy on your pressure washing yard signs, please check out the description. There'll be some information in there that may can help you. We traveled out of state to go do this job. This was sight unseen. The guy just told me that he needed his camp washed. He gave me the address. I had a couple Google images on it, and off we went to wash it. We really didn't know what we were going to get into, and actually it was a bit more challenging than what I expected. So I'm very happy that we brought all of our equipment with us. There were some things I was thinking we probably wouldn't need, but I went ahead and threw them on a trailer in the truck just in case. So we traveled about 2 hours to get to this job. Again, it was for $2,100. Usually we wouldn't do a job out of state for $2,100, but we're going to be striping this guy's parking lot at a very huge facility in the next couple weeks, and that's going to make it all worth the while for sure. So we went and pulled up. We kind of did our quick walk around, see what we were up against, and so we went ahead and got started. There were a couple things that were a bit challenging we're going to talk about later in the video as we go along, but everything was pretty straightforward. This camp was 16 feet off the ground just to begin with, and it was a two-story camp, so that really made it really high. Right here you see Apex in this man's pool cleaning this lip edge around the coping of the pool where the coping and the frost line come together. It was really cruddy. We weren't tasked to do that, but we just happened to see that it was really bad, and we went ahead and hopped in the water and got it done. And of course Apex is like a mermaid. Let's just call him Apex the Mermaid right now because he just loves water. Man, he was just like volunteering to get in there. Also, look at the end of the video. He puts the surface cleaner in the pool just to see if it'll spin. Again, this was the underside of the camp. It was a finished underside. It had a siding under it and some exposed boards that were painted right here that you're seeing. It was full of wasp nests and dirt dabbers, especially right where we were right on the Gulf of Mexico. So you can imagine the humidity in there, all the bugs and insects are just horrible. So this camp really needed a very thorough cleaning, and we were up for the task. But like I said, it was already 16 feet off the ground. They do that for flooding. If you're not familiar with coastal area building codes, a lot of times these buildings are a story and a half high before they even reach the first floor. So again, it was way on up there, and that was a bit challenging. Plus, they were building a brand new camp right next door, which made it kind of tight on that one side for us to be able to apply our chemical solution, as you see right there. This is just a quick pan around of the neighborhood. It's really gorgeous. A lot of new upcoming camps in that area. Matter of fact, we had several people approach us on golf carts that wanted our business card. Guys, I can't stress enough, sometimes one yard sign can turn into $5,000, $10,000, $20,000. In this case, his striping on his parking lot is going to be for $13,800 plus the washing of the camp. So we're just over $15,000 off of one yard sign, and that yard sign cost me like $2. So it is really important to do your yard signs and do them correctly. So far, it was so good on all of this. We were just treating everything with about a 2%. I noted that this camp was probably painted at some time in the very near past. It wasn't maybe a year or so ago. So I wasn't absolutely sure if it had the organic paint that Sherwin-Williams actually was putting out. So we wanted to be very careful on the amount of sodium hypochlorite we use. So we actually pre-wet the siding. It was like a hardy plank type siding on it that was painted. We pre-wet that, and then we did a couple test spots because that was the last thing I wanted to do is mess up this guy's paint job, knowing that I had this giant parking lot striping job already booked and approved, ready to go. So right here, we're using 24-inch surface cleaners, 3 spray tips. They even had an outdoor bar area. This place was absolutely gorgeous. This surface cleaner is phenomenal. I was unsure about these brakes. They were a little unlevel, so I lowered my RPMs on the machine, kind of dialed back those RPMs on the surface cleaner just in case, were to hit something. But I kind of checked everything. All the bricks were fairly level, so nothing was really poking out or loose. And that is something you really got to make sure of. If you're going to surface clean bricks that are laid on the ground like this, gotta make sure you don't have any loose ones, because you could pop one up and bam, hit it, and there goes your surface cleaner, and probably throw a chunk of brick somewhere, who knows. So if you're going to surface clean anything like that, make sure there's no loose bricks. But everything was good to go. This right here is where Apex actually dumps my surface cleaner in this pool just to see if it would spin. Of course I knew it would, but it was really struggling to spin underwater. Some of the things this boy gets into, I have no idea, but as you see here, he had to try it. So as you see right here, boom, it pops out. But yeah, it works underwater. Anyway, this is a beautiful pool, beautiful deck. They had a wooden deck that actually butted up against this brick area with a fire pit. The pool was actually farmed out of the ground in one area just because of the elevation of the property and stuff like that. But again, this was a camp. This is a high-end camp. And sometimes you can go land some of these camps. If you're in your area, go ride around, stick some flyers out, do that sort of thing. Check out our yard sign strategy. That can really help you out. It was almost dark when we got finished, so we had a long drive back home, but everything came out great, beautiful, smelled better around there because I could smell all that mold and mildew when we first got there, and now it smells really nice. Everything's nice and clean, so they're going to be very happy when they come over this weekend and take a look at it. Well, guys, anyway, thanks for watching the video. Please hit that subscribe button. Check out BillyDavidsonVIP.com if you're looking for some very unique ways to grow your pressure washing business and get more work. That's the name of the game. Guys, anyway, I'm Billy Davidson here with Davidson Pressure Washing and Painting, and I hope to see you in the next video.